My name is Lyle Donovan and I'm the Emergency Management Coordinator for Victoria County. And what I like to do is go over a few safety tips. So if you have an emergency in your home and you have to evacuate your home, for example, fire, you need to have a safe meeting place outdoors. But everybody has to know and be aware of the safe meeting place, so everybody can gather at that one location. So you know everybody is out of the house or out of the dwelling, and you know where to gather. Second thing is, if it is a community disaster and you need to evacuate your community, you have to know the exits out of your community and where you need to go. But there's multiple places that you can exit from your community, so you should be aware of each community and where you can exit from. So you need to have people in place that if you're not available to pick up your children, whether they be at school or at a friend's house or at a play group, that you will have somebody designated. And they need to be aware at school that if you can't make it to pick them up, that somebody else will. So we're going to talk about a person to notify in the event you have to leave your home or your community, whether it's a close friend or family member. You always should have somebody in place that you can contact to let them know you're leaving the area and your own home. So the next safety tip we'd like to talk about is your health information and your insurance information. When people leave their house in an emergency, sometimes they just don't know to take their health information or their home policy or insurance policies with them. So it's a nice idea to have at your disposal by your exit door a copy of your health information, your health card information, or whether you have private health insurance, you take that with you. And then you can also take a copy of your homeowner's policy and your vehicle policy with you in the event you do not go back to your home and you can't get it. The next emergency preparedness tip that we have is about your pets. People always think about themselves, but they love their pets, but they forget about them. In an emergency, when you have to leave, some places can't take pets. For instance, if you have to stay in a motel for 2 or 3 days, maybe that motel don't take pets. So you have to have a plan in place if you have a pet to be able to take them with you and find a place for them to stay, whether they can stay with you or stay with a family or friend. So the next emergency tip that we like to talk about during Emergency Preparedness Week is risks in your community. One of the risks is fire. Now, whether it be a dwelling fire, your home fire, or a wildland fire in your community, you have to be prepared for these things and be prepared to leave and have places to go. The other major event that we have to worry about in Victoria County is weather events. In the event it's a hurricane, a snowstorm, an ice storm, or some sort of major weather event like a hurricane. And to be prepared and to follow Public Safety Canada's recommendations and how you can be prepared for these events. The next emergency tip we'd like to talk about is some of the things we forget about in your home. So one thing is fire extinguishers. It's a good idea to have a fire extinguisher, but a lot of people always wonder, where should I keep it? A fire extinguisher should always be kept close to an exit, so you are able to get it and get it to a location that you may need. And only use it if it's safe to do so. If you can't do it within the first 15 to 30 seconds and you need to get out of your home to call 911, please do so. The next thing we want to talk about is valves, gas valves. Gas valves could be any type of valve. It could be your propane barbecue at home, whether your home is powered by propane, maybe you have a propane stove. But you should know where these shutoffs are. It's the same thing as the shutoff for your water. You get a water pipe bust, you have to know where the water shutoff is in the main location. That way it avoids flooding. So while you prepare at home, your municipality is preparing as well. Of course, they have a plan in place. We have an emergency plan for the whole municipality, but we also exercise that plan. We do multiple training sessions every year. We train with different organizations, and we travel for training. Like if there's a training course going on, whether it be in the southern end of the province or whether it's here in the eastern end of Cape Breton. We have plans in place for every type of emergency, and we're training with these plans all the time. When disasters and emergency happens within our municipality, our province, or the country, there's a way that we can get information out there, and it's through the Ready Alert system. And this is a system where we send out information and it's forced to your telephone, it goes on TV. But what we have here in Victoria County, we can also alert you as well. Now this is a sign up. You have to sign up on your own for this, and it's called Voyant Alert. And you can access it through our website, and there's a link there for Voyant Alert, and you can sign up for it. And through that you can receive notifications for garbage pickup, water main shutoffs, whether there is a more pressing emergency, weather event, or disaster in your community. We will put notifications out for that. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us here at Victoria County. Thank you.